extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flow that stock my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the sci-fi, my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let you heard, we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad. Pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab. Pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the bag. Young Cruiser King, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and then back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory, back up on time, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. R&B all over my roster, I got options. I keep it right on the dresser, next to the Oscar. Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. carry by Henderson to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Herbert. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it is cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 53 yards. And the Bengals are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. To the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense. And guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's got room. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 35 yards. And the Bengals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Herbert off of play action. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. T. Higgins, 36 yards. And the Bengals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about In your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Tally that as catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, Justin Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. From just shy of midfield, Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Henderson now on first and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. 21-0 our score after one. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
The Chargers on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Guyton from 17 yards out. And the Chargers get a bit closer. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Here we go. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. 4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. This is fielded at the 27. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Trey Hendrickson in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense. Coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
After the sack on 1st down, Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this announcer kind of speechless, cannot explain what just happened there. Utter lunacy. He ran the wrong way the length of the field and gave up a safety. I'm not even going to try to unpack that one.
Good move. Let's just leave that one alone, shall we?
Cat's got our tongue here in the booth. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Charger drive about to get going. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Henderson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
McPherson on for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Herbert on 1st down now. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. Herbert now. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
Down to about the 22 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's the kind of run to get everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. He finds his target, Allen. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run here with Henderson. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. With Michelle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Henderson. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Now receiver in motion left. They snap it to Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. 1 more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here we go. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. It's Mixon on the counter. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion.
Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here we go. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Sebastian Joseph Day in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into the...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are an extra point away from going up by 30.